JENNCASCELL here. I am back with a design team project share and tutorial for Scrap Diva Designs. Today we are going to be focusing on the Shadow Box Bundle set. This is available with the new November release. This is coming out on the 12th of this month, so set your alarm clocks. Really cute release, you guys. So with this bundle, you get two different kinds of dies that I'll get into in just a moment. But before we get started, here is her website and all of the info on the back. Make sure to use that hashtag #ScrapDivaDesigns for some amazing inspiration. And as always, if I've inspired you in any way, please feel free to use my coupon code, JEN10. I super appreciate everyone who uses my coupon code and affiliate link. I do get a small kickback at no cost to you that helps me continue to create free content for you guys. So let's dive in. As I was saying, you get two different shadow boxes with this. So we have the TV shadow box, and then you also get this cute little camera shadow box as well. Let's start off with this one. This is the first that I made. So stinking cute. Little retro TV, and I've turned it into a little pocket on the back here. I added some fun greenery sprigs at the top. Here's the little shadow box portion. So cute. I just did kind of like a little shaker there. The Merry Vibes is new Christmas words that are going to be available in November as well. And then we have this little floral cluster over here. This is some of the new flowers that are coming out as well. This is the winter flower die set, but really cute. This is a collection from Joann's that I picked up. I want to say it was like maybe last year, and it's a Park Lane, but really cute. I thought it fit that retro vibe really well. And then I did this one with Simple Stories Mix and a Mingle. This is actually what we're going to be doing today in our tutorial. Lots of fun. Super kish. Once again, I thought it kind of went with that retro vibe really well. So fun. Plenty of room for tags. This die set measures about 4.5 inches across and like 3.5 tall. And this does stand on its own. This is a standalone when you create the little box pocket at the back of it. So really cute. And while I was playing with it, I definitely wanted to give you a sample of the little camera that comes with it as well. And you do get the little shadow box inside. Lots of fun. A gift for you is also a stamp that's coming out this month in November too. And then I just did a cute little floral cluster in here. The paper collection that I used for this is Photo Plays Sugar Plum Christmas. And then the embellishments are actually from Paige Evans' Sugar Plum Wishes. So I thought the two collections worked really well together. Same vibe, you know. But this one, I didn't make it as a standalone piece. I wanted to add, this is actually a little pocket that I created in the back. I thought it would be a perfect way to give a gift card this holiday season. I truly do love gift giving and shopping for that perfect gift, but I always kind of forget. So I always make sure that I have a couple gift cards at the ready for the holiday season. And I personalize them a little bit more by adding a fun gift card like box or envelope that I've made myself. So that way I don't feel like I've cheaped out. You know what I mean? But really cute die set. So if you're interested in seeing how I created these fun little retro TV boxes, stay tuned. All right, so to make your box, you are going to need to start with this die cut, and I have cut it 5 times. So I've already cut the antennas off of these 3 here, and all I did was slide my scissors just like that along the top. So 4 of them I've cut the antennas off, and then the 5th I've left the antenna on. I did cut this a sixth time actually using the same die, and then I just kind of cut it off because I'm only using it for the antenna itself, so it's going to get placed like that. You are also going to want this die here, and I've cut it 3 times. This is going to be the interior of my box. This is going to be the exterior, the reverse side right here. Now you're also going to get the border of this die, and it's this right here. And I've glued together all of the borders, like from the candy cane ones. I've glued them all together to create a really solid piece here. Next, you're going to want something for the back of your shadow box portion. And I've also cut the same in the acetate. And then I've cut 2 of the frames. So I did one in the white glitter cardstock and then just a solid white. And then to make the actual box portion, these are your 2 strips from the suitcase die set. Now, if you don't have that die set, you could use the box making strips. You could cut your own. It's totally up to you, but I really liked the suitcase one because it's like the perfect width. I love it. Let's get started with the front of my TV. So this portion right here is what I'm going to work on first. I am going to start with my first die cut. So I'm going to just glue down this, and this is optional. You could just use a single side, but I noticed when I was putting it together the first time, I really kind of wanted this a little thicker. So I'm gonna go ahead and just push these down because this is just going to be a layering piece for the front. Okay, now that I have my strips closed off in the back, I went ahead and added my first frame layer right here. So I did this one in white. I saved the glitter paper because you're not even really going to see this. I'm actually just kind of using it as a border. So now I'm going to bring out some strips. So I'm using some 1/8 of an inch strips for this. I am using the Barely Art QB starter pack. So these are going to come in 1/8 of an inch and 1/4 of an inch tall. For this part, I'm doing the 1/4 of an inch. If you've never tried the Barely Art QBs, they are a great adhesive. Check them out. I do have a coupon code, JENNCASCELL, that I will list in the description box as well. And there is a direct link. So I'm just going right around the edge of my frame. One of the things that I like to do when I'm making shakers is just kind of reinforce where your strips are meeting with a little bit of hot glue. And that's going to make sure that everything is nice and tight for you. Now I'm going to focus on the second frame right here. And I'm using my Barely Art glue to add my acetate layer to the back. Always make sure that glue is tacky and not super wet when you're adding on the frame to the acetate. That way it won't smear on you. Okay, now let's bring over our antenna one. And I'm going to go ahead and add my antenna. And I went ahead and cut that down a little more on the sides. You're not even going to see this, so I didn't worry about doing the whole thing in white. And we can start folding our tabs up this time. Flip it, and you can add, I'm just going to add a tiny bead of glue along the edge here. Add my background layer. Now let's grab these 1/4 of an inch cubies. Now, if you don't have the 1/4 of an inch cubies, you could double up if you wanted to, but I'm just going to rest that right against the edge of my tab. snip it off. And do the exact same thing that we did with the front layer. And once again, I am going to hit those corners with a tiny bit of hot glue. And I'm also going to run just a bead of glue along this edge here and then fold it upward so that it meets that foam. And I'm gonna repeat on all 4 sides. Now, if you weren't doing the box portion of this, now you would just add your layers to the front. You could do this, and you have yourself a super cute shadow box. But we're extra around here, so. All right, so to start forming the base of our box, I have went ahead and added my interior pieces to 2 of the TVs. So set the other aside, we're just gonna work with 1 for now. Grab your strips, and I'm gonna go ahead and fold over one of my tabs here. Add a little glue. For the second, I'm going to count 9 tabs down. So 3, 6, 9. And after the 9th tab, go ahead and make your cut. I'm gonna add a little glue to this tab here and glue on my second piece. And go ahead and glue this last tab down as well. So if you want to cover this with a pattern paper, now would be the time to do it. I am going to do both the interior and the exterior of my strips, so I will be right back. Okay, now that I have my strips of paper on there, I went ahead and found the middle. So you're gonna wanna count out, this is your 17th strip on here. This is your middle. And then you're gonna need the 3 tabs on either side of that middle layer. So I'm just gonna pull all the rest of my tabs down, and then working with just these 7 tabs, go ahead and add a little glue to these tabs. Working with this on the inside, so we're working with this right here. You're just gonna pop that right in the middle. Just kind of find it and lay everything down. Make sure everything is straight, and then just use your bone folder to press that in. Is even on the sides when you bring these up, okay? Now, obviously with the legs here, we're gonna actually use some glue to just kind of press these tabs inward. And you could, of course, put this layer on afterwards, but you're not even really gonna see it. It's not that big of a deal. And once you have these pressed down, you can start adding your tabs in your normal way. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and do all of these tabs together. And then just go ahead and bring that piece over and hit it with your bone folder to secure that glue. If you have paper on the interior and the exterior, you're going through 3 layers of paper. So it could be kind of hard to make that curve. You may want to do your pieces individually. It's totally up to you. Grab your tabs over on this side and really press that in there. Now let's grab our second layering piece. And once again, I'm hitting those 7 middle tabs. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull these down. And this time, I'm actually going to add some glue to these tabs as well, just because it's a little easier to get to them this way. So add this and pull your tabs over. Use that bone folder. And then once again, I am just going to grab all of these tabs over, and I'll use my bone folder to secure. And once again, I'm just gonna finish gluing the rest of my tabs on this side of the TV. So this is my layer for the back. I've went ahead and added my pattern paper to it. Go ahead and apply glue. Make sure you get those TV legs too. We're just going to use that to cover up our tabs in the back. Let's head on back over to this, and I'm going to add this layer right here. Now, by layering these two pieces together, I've created an even bigger shadow box than this one right here. So with this one, I just had the 1/4 of an inch strips to make the shadow box. Now I've added an extra 1/8 of an inch onto that. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove my strips. Okay, so we've got all of our layers together with the exception of this. You're gonna wanna add what you want to your shadow box, and then you can just pop this right on top and decorate as you wish. So I'll be right back. So she's finished. I ended up keeping with that retro kitsch vibe of the TV and used some of this like gold tinsel trim that I have, and then I just wrapped these little mini lights that I have around it. So I picked up this set of string lights at Joann's. I want to say it was like last Christmas or something like that, but I just kind of wrapped it around the tinsel. The ornaments are a mixture. This is from their sticker pad that came with the Mix and a Mingle collection, and then I just fussy cut this one. I couldn't find a third one and I wanted one, so I just fussy cut it out of some paper that came with the collection as well. And then down here I did a little floral cluster. These little presents, the same that I used in the interior of my shadow box. Let me show you those a little closer. Those are Hobby Lobby from a couple years ago, I want to say. And then I have a bottle brush tree over here. And then I just used some faux snow in there to create a fun little shaker. Just super, super cute. Let me see, the original poinsettia from Scrap Diva. And then these holly leaves are actually cricket. I just had them sitting with my Christmas stuff, so I popped those on there because I thought they fit with the collection really well. And then these gold sprigs are cut down from like a hobby or a Michael's like greenery set. So really, really cute. And here's a 360 for you. Adorbs, adorbs. And then we can take one last look at the original, my inspiration piece. So cute. And then, of course, the camera from the same die set. And once again, you get that adorable little shadow box on the interior, and then my pocket in the back for a gift card. But super fun die set. I really liked this die set. A lot of versatility. Obviously, I love this whole box idea that I have going on here. Honestly, while I was playing with it, I had a couple more ideas to do with it as well. And just it would make a cute embellishment too. You don't have to do anything with it. It's just a really cute die set. So once again, here is the website. And if I've inspired you in any way, please feel free to use my coupon code JEN10 to save at the shop. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I'd be happy to answer them when I get to it. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more crafty content. I'll see you in the next crafty video. Bye.